welcome to our new reading. So this reading is all about you guys. So we're looking at your spirit guides and what is spirit working on you or with you in this moment. So as usual, we have 4 piles and also 4 cards, 4 oracle cards. So please choose your potion, the one you feel most drawn to, or the card that you feel most drawn to. Since you saw the thumbnail, I guess that many of you already chose your pile. So I want to show you the potions again. So in pile 1, we have this beautiful purple potion with this beautiful, purple glittering, and the card for that is hearing inner guidance. Okay, so if you feel this is what you're working on with spirit at the moment, this could be about yourself or about your spiritual connection, please apply it as it fits for whatever you need guidance, because every time you come here you need guidance on a different situations, and so whatever you feel, that's your pile. We have pile 2 asking for angelic support, and we have the brown potion, beautiful brown golden potion. I hope you can see there's a golden glitter in it. Okay, so then we have the inspiring others. This is pile 3, beautiful card. So, and with that comes the blue pile, blue glitter pile. Hope you can see it. Okay, so if you feel drawn to this, you choose that pile. And pile 4 is the black silver star potion, and the card that comes with it today is expanding the inner power. Okay, so choose your pile, and I see you at your pile. Take care, guys, and timestamps are as always in the description box. So hello purple lights, hello pile 1. I try to release this video when it's like evening time, so you also see it's a little bit cozy. I try to do this reading in like a little cozy atmosphere, because I think this is, you know, for healing, and especially if we're talking about these readings that I also want to revive on this channel, because I haven't done this in a long time and I want to focus on this channel a lot more. So for those of you who are going to my other 2 channels, I don't think I will do videos at the moment there. I will concentrate on this channel at the moment, because I think we need a lot more of how it originally was on this channel. I put out videos every day and they were all of different kinds, right? You remember. And in the last month I put out mainly celebrity crush reading here and future spouse readings, and I want to have this channel the base again as it was before, where we can throw out every reading that I want to do with you guys, you know, all different kinds of topics, from soulmates, twin flames, to celebrity crush videos, to future spouse readings. And so this is very important to me, and I just want to say this. So I want to keep this in a very cozy atmosphere. So you chose the purple potion, very beautiful potion, pile 1. Look at this. Wow, I love that one, very gorgeous. And we have hearing inner guidance, and let's look what else is on the cards. And it says, my intuition flows whenever I'm still. So this is about listening to spirit, getting downloads. I can see that here, pile 1, spirit tries to communicate with you, and it's very important that you listen. I know sometimes because of all the noise outside, because of life in 3D, it's very hard to single out spirits' signals, and also spirits' signs, you know, because a lot of times we as divine feminines, we are concentrated you know, on the 5D, but a lot of times we do have to focus on our 3D life as well, right? We cannot just live in 5D, that wouldn't function. So a lot of us are focused on the 3D realm. So because of all the noise, because of all the busyness, because of nowadays life being so chaotic, sometimes we might forget to listen to spirit, and we might not hear spirit's voice. Yeah, so spirit wants to remind you, Padawan, that they have important messages for you. So we're going to look into what this is all about. What could this be? So we have Sanat Kumara, the light activation card. It says, shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So there's a lot of downloads, guys. I see this light being here. I want to read about this person because I know there are spirit guides. This is the Keeper of the Lights Oracle. For those of you who are interested what kind of Oracle cards those are. And I want to see what comes through, because, you know, those are, sometimes they are messiahs, sometimes angels. Let's see what's coming through. Sanat Kumara. This is on page 96. So I also say when I feel that the numbers might be important. So for some of you, this might be important. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Sanat Kumara is called, is meaning eternal youth. This is crazy. I love this. Is coming through. Is an advanced cosmic light being who's dedicated to helping the earth rise up towards the light. He is the leader of the Keepers of the Light. He has been acknowledged as a god in Hinduism, which has come down from heaven. In more recent times, he has been acknowledged as coming from Venus and bringing through unconditional love. Wow. He can seem otherworldly because his looks are beyond human. He's a being of light shining with the purest intention. He's the twin flame of Lady Venus, and together they activate the heart and light of those who welcome their help so they can shine brighter. So the message, what is the message here? You are here to light up the world. You may feel that you are being pushed or that there is a lot going on at once. And this is because your energy is magnetic and to other people, and they want it in their life. Take the time to listen to your inner voice. Remember the cosmic light of heaven and draw it into you. That is all you need to do to inspire the world. So this is all about inspiration. This is about you listening to your inner self, and also you are a light being as well, right? You are the divine feminine. You are a light being. You are eternal youth. As I said before, and I strongly believe in that time is non-relevant. I know in 3D time is existent, but in the 5D time is non-existent. And especially for those on my channel, we are a channel where timing is irrelevant. Yeah, this is very important. For those of you who are drawn to my channel, it could be that there is something with time in your life. You have recognized or realized that, or maybe noticed in the last years, that if you're here for a long time on my channel, that you notice that how time is more and more, you see through how time is manipulating your life in the 3D. And I feel that as well, right? So you might feel that as well. So what is the message here? I want to get the message as well, and then we're going to look into the situation. I also read reversals. So yeah, we do have the Seven of Swords. This is about you keeping your space alive and protecting your space. Yeah, as the message said, people are drawn toward eternal youth. People are drawn to people who look like there is no timing in them, right? They can feel that, and a lot of people are using that energy. And it's important to whom you give your energy, and to where you have to keep your boundaries. This is basically what Spirit is saying. Let's get more messages. Yes, Page of Cups. This is who you dedicate your time to. The pages are the children of the tarot deck. And we see the pages on the beach here. Yeah, when we speak of the beach, we speak of union, we speak of an eternal union, we speak of a union between the angels and the light beings and yourself. So with the pages, it means that you are usually a person that is very giving from the heart. You want to help people. It could be that you also embody this eternal youth being, that you are someone that, trying to think how I can say that. You're someone, you always want to help others, but a lot of times after that you feel depleted of energy, or you don't really get, I mean, we should always help if we can, right? But at the end of the day, there always has to be an energy exchange. That's very important. And I think that the angels want to tell you that a lot of times recently, you don't get an energy exchange. And this is happening right now a lot of times. I don't know why that is. Maybe that's just a wave. How you know, the universe sometimes works in waves. And at the moment, the wave is very, like you feel that you know, you're helping, but there's not really anything coming back. So if you could be that you're feeling this as well. And so it's very important that you also protect your energy. Yeah, my pile 1. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles. We see here how, you know, this is the angel of help. This is the angel of balance. This is balancing out. A lot of times you feel depleted of energy, or you feel misused. Yeah, you could have this feeling, and the universe wants to get through to you to tell you that it is very important. Let's put the angels the other way around, so the looks better. I love this deck, the back side of this deck. Yeah, make sure that you have your boundaries open. I mean, like up, not open. Make sure you have your boundaries up. Make sure that you are helpful, you are generous with your energy, but also make sure that no one is using you for that. Yeah. If you cannot help it, a lot of times people are misusing our energy, and we cannot really help it because we want to help and we give our help freely, but then you know, like after this, we recognized maybe that was a wrong move. Maybe we shouldn't have done this. Just know that the angels are always taking care of things when it's not balanced out. Yeah. Okay. So this is the message here. That's the message that wants to come through. But because you're so busy here, we see that because a lot of times it happens for you that you feel this bleeding of energy at the moment. This is why Spirit is not really coming through. So I would advise a lot of times for yourself, a lot of times where you relax, you tank energy, yeah, in whatever way you can, that you get your energy. So let's see what else is coming through. How is this looking like in 3D? Let's see what's going on in 3D. What is the message for your 3D life here? We also have healing heartbreak. So it could also be that a lot of people come to you when it's about heartbreaks, or friends come to you when, you know, something is going on and they just need someone to talk to. It says healing from heartbreak is a process. The universe, your angels and spirit guides are here to support you as you navigate this difficult time. Take the time you need to grieve and process your emotions, but also know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Trust that the universe has a plan for you and that this experience will make sense one day. Could also be that you are healing from heartbreak at the moment, and that's why for you it's hard. It's hard to also heal others, yeah? Maybe that's why. we had, that's why you should keep your boundaries up. Maybe because you're also dealing with heartbreak at the moment. What's going on here? Can I see? 3D, please. Yeah, we have the angel of cutting the cords. This is telling me that because, and look how purple this is here. This is why you chose that potion. You see how this is like a mirror? It looks like a mirror on the wall, right? Something where, you know, spirit is reflecting this and saying, well, you need your own time at the moment. You cannot be there for others. You cannot help others and then try to help yourself. This is not working, you know. You have to focus on yourself at the moment. So whatever you're going through, I don't know what cut the cords is. There is definitely someone that is not good in your life. Someone that is misusing your energy. And it's very important that you, you know, you take yourself a little bit out. Whoever this is, you know, at the moment when I'm speaking. Like if this reading is for you, my pal one, you know, the minute when I'm saying this, it will resonate. This, and yet you need energy for yourself. You see how this, you know, this being here is bathing in sun, and the sun energy is the most beautiful energy. It's all about gaining energy back. And I feel here because you want to help others, but you also have to deal with your own heartbreaks and your own things that are not working well at the moment. You really need to cut that cord with, if there is someone, especially a person that is depleting you of your energy, please take time out, take time for yourself. If there is nothing, it means that you need to focus on yourself at the moment. Yes, we have this card here. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is about focusing on yourself, and you see how the energy is the same here. Yeah, and this is very greenish energy. You see how in both cards the green comes through. The green is the color of the heart chakra, the healing, the heartbreak, using the energy for yourself and keeping your boundaries up to whoever this person is here, or to whoever these people are that try to go into your energy, because you're healing your heartbreak at the moment. So pile one, spirit really wants to come through. That's why this purple energy is here. That's why you chose that pile. You know, purple is about the connection to the universe, and the angels are really trying to get through to you, but because you are very focused on yourself, and then but also being depleted by other people, maybe just by one person, maybe by more than one person, it's time to change that. Yeah, spirit really wants to ask you to take care of yourself at the moment, pile one. That's why you chose that purple pile, because purple is also the color of connection to spirit, of talking to spirit, and spirit wants to come through so that you heal your 3D life. The greenish color is also about the heart chakra. It's about the 3D. It's about, you know, healing yourself so that you can be, you know, this green light, that you have this green light again for being open for others again. Yeah. Especially if you are a healer, but you also need time for yourself. Pile one. Oh, what a beautiful reading. So I hope you really like this message. I hope this helped you in some kind of way, and I see you again in our next reading. Bye. Hello, my pile two. So I also want to say, my pile two, you chose this beautiful potion, this beautiful brown potion, and the golden glitter here. And then we have this beautiful card, and it says, asking for angelic support. My angels respond when I'm open and authentic about how I feel. So this is about angelic support coming through. Yeah. So we're going to see what the message here is. First of all, I'm going to get a Keeper of the Light Oracle, which light being is with you at the moment. And also I want to say, my pile two, I'm focusing on this channel a lot now. So if you are signing up for my other two channels, please do that. But I focus on this channel at the moment. I put out a lot of readings here. That's just because I want to get the channel to how I did it some years ago, where, you know, I put out readings every day, but all about different topics, you know, whatever topic, from soulmates, twin flames, to healing, like this reading, to celebrity crush, to future spouse reading, like everything. And in the last month especially, I only put out on this channel celebrity crushes and future spouse readings, but I'm not really satisfied. I want to have everything on this channel, because this was a channel where we did all different kinds of readings, and I want to get this back. Yeah, this is very important. But if I focus on one channel very much, I cannot so much focus on the other channels. That's just a natural thing. Yeah, so just so you know. So expect a lot of readings of different kinds, and I would love if you guys would tune in to, yeah, to enjoy these readings. So my pile 2, what is this all about? What is the angelic support? What is going on here with Spirit? And we have Master Buddha, increased awareness. Yes, deep connection, trust your inner voice. This is gorgeous. Wow. Yeah. My angels respond when I'm open and authentic about how I feel. Yeah, this is about stripping yourself off the masks and really seeing that everything what you're thinking is reality. Yeah, so let's read the message of Buddha. I also will tell you the number that this is in the booklet, because for some people this number can be important. So here it's number 76. That might be an important number for you as well. Because in some readings I feel that I have to say the numbers, sometimes not, but in this reading I feel for the guidance that I need to say it. So you are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created, so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you really feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this will help you move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember you are part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all your acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within, or from the angelic realms. Yeah, we're also talking about the angels here today. So this means you also need to be authentic in your life. You need to be authentic, and if you feel something what other people might not understand, you know, I feel this is like the Lulu pile. This is this pile where you have this awareness, yeah, with this pinkish card here. We see also that you are receiving answers from the universe. We have here the hand, yeah. You need to ask, yeah, you have a blocked throat chakra probably. Something here where you don't really say something because you're afraid of the consequence or something when you say something. So we have the 10 of Wands coming out, and it came out in the reverse. This card speaks of walking through life and something is really burdening you. You have a lot of responsibilities, you have a lot of things on your shoulder, and sometimes it's hard for you to be authentic because you fear that if you give away responsibilities, or if you say something or you ask for help, that you know, others might misinterpret it, or others might think that you're not capable of doing this. So there is this feeling of in order to be successful, or in order to move beyond what is in 3D, I have to pretend, or I have to be, you know, I have to put on that mask in order to get through it, okay? So don't do that. Spirit knows exactly what's going on. So, you know, each one of us is golden. We have this beautiful golden potion here with this beautiful brownish potion that fits in this decoration. And especially with this pink color, you know, this pink and brown fits perfectly together, and the brown fits beautifully in this autumn decoration. And autumn is all about transferring change that is occurring. And in each and every person's life, there's change occurring. But a lot of times, you know, we try to put on the mask of, I can do it, or I can get through this, when in reality it's very hard at the moment for you. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, always know that the angels are there to help you. Even in 3D, you will get opportunities handed out by the angel for how authentic you are with your own life and how authentic you are with your feelings. So this is basically saying that even if you have a difficult time at the moment, because I think here with the Master Buddha, it's about a situation where your strength is being tested. I definitely feel that. It's something about work, maybe because we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Could be that you're changing workplaces, or that you recently got promoted and it's too much and you rather want to change it again, or it's about you have to work a lot and sometimes you have no idea how to shoulder all this work. We have this here, yeah. So the angels are basically saying you don't have to sit there and pretend everything is okay. Yeah, if you feel that you need rest, or you need to think things over, then just do it. You know, be honest about your feelings. Also be honest to yourself. You know, if you feel that there are times when you need rest, or when you need quiet times in order to hear the angels, and yeah, maybe to heal yourself as well, then please take this time. Yeah, the angels are saying, even though there are a lot of opportunities for you at the moment, sometimes, you know, you cannot take these opportunities. Sometimes there is change coming, and if you are in a situation, pile 2, that is very burdensome, so for some of you, you are stuck here with this card, stuck in a situation that's not really changing, and you have no idea what to do. It's kind of like you're sitting there and you're like, well, like, when is this situation changing? Like, I need a new start. I need a new life being breathed into me. Yeah, you feel some kind of situation is going on for too long, and like Buddha, you know, you're trying to sit through it. You're trying to be strong and to shut away your feelings, to not break out, you know, and to try to make it through. Spirit is saying you have every ounce in the world, you know, to say when something is not right, to so that you get support from others, or you know, Spirit is also saying every situation changes, so don't give up hope. Yeah, sometimes we are in situations where everything feels so unfair that a lot of times, you know, we do have the feeling that hope is gone. So let's see how this looks like for you in the 3D. What is going on here, my pile 2? Let me look into the situation. Can I see what is going on here? Yeah, we have change. Yeah, the card of change. I'm going to read this to you. The winds of change are blowing in your relationship or in your situation. Be open to new possibilities and trust that this shift is necessary for growth and evolution. Embrace the unknown with excitement and optimism, knowing that the universe has a plan for you. And this was the Ace of Pentacles that we just saw. Remember that change can be challenging, but it can also lead to beautiful transformations and deeper connections into your relationship. So there is a lot of change coming. Maybe you're hoping for that. Maybe you're not sure if this is the right thing. But Spirit is also saying be authentic in your feelings. Yeah, ask the angels for support if you need. Can I see what's going on in the 3D? Yeah, look at this. We have no. Something is at the moment not right. I told you this. This is a situation because Buddha is always about having the strength to pull through. And I saw this also with this card. You feel like something in your situation, this could be with a job or this could be in a relationship where you yearn for change. Something is not going according to your wishes. Yeah. And Spirit is saying, you know, don't worry, there's always change coming. You don't need to think that this situation is there for like a very, very long time. It is changing again. Let me see what is going on in 3D. Yeah, and you can also always say no to people, you know. You have the, you sometimes we also feel so overwhelmed. Maybe, as I said, maybe there was a change recently and you don't want this change. Then it's also authentic, you know, it's also okay. You can say that. You don't need to wear a mask of pretense. Yeah, this is very important. And here we have the 9 of Wands, and this is exactly what came out before. You know, you are strong enough to master this. Yeah, Spirit is saying you are strong enough to master this. You have mastered other things in life before. So you are strong. Whatever the situation is, it's either you're stuck, then change will come. Don't worry. Or the change that recently came is too much. And the King of Pentacles means that it has something to do with responsibilities. It has something to do with you being your own person, you being your own king. You know, you have this big pentacle in your mind, and you know, whatever you want, whatever you put your mind into, this is what's gonna happen, you know. And if you are afraid that you disappoint maybe a masculine person in your life, this could be a boss, this could be a father, this could be someone that expects more from you than you might or you are able to give, then don't worry. You're stronger than you seem, and you can also say no to these people. You can also say no to your boss. You can also say no to your father or whoever is putting a lot of pressure on you. Please know that. Yeah, the angels want to say that I have in pile 2 here, I have 2 different categories, 2 different people. For some of you, this means you're stronger than you think, and you can overcome this, you can master this, you can bring this change about your situation. You gotta need to hold on, but the angels are working on it. And for others of you, it's about saying no to people who expect too much from you. Yeah, you are able to do that. Okay, what a beautiful reading. So I hope this was of some help for you guys, and I hope you love this potion and this beautiful reading, and I see you again in one of our next readings. Take care. Bye. Hello, my path 3. Welcome. You chose this beautiful bluish potion. Look at this. We have this beautiful glittering blue potion, and we have the Inspiring Others card. Very gorgeous. This is your reading. So it says, whoo, and it says, I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gift. Yeah. This is about the inspiration. You are an inspiration to people, my path 3. You are someone that is inspiring others, maybe through your music. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with music. In whatever way, you are an idol. Yeah? An idol is someone people look up to. Someone people put on a pedestal. And sometimes this could be enough for us. Yeah, or too much a lot of times. But you're definitely a pioneer. You're definitely someone who walks the path for the first time. So this blue, you could also be someone that is having new ideas. You're always the one that's a front runner, you know, someone that goes first, someone that tries the things out first. It could be, you could be the first in your family to do something. You could be the first in your friend group to have a different life than them. It's like people look up to you, yeah? So you're a leader of some sort here. So let's see, I'm going to get first the leader in the angelic realm that is trying to give information to you, or what this message here is for you. And I also want to say in that sense that I want to do more readings on this channel again. You probably noticed this, and I want to bring it back to where it was before, because in the last month I did so many like celebrity crush readings and future spouse readings. I know you guys love it and I will keep doing them. But, you know, when I started this channel, I used to do all kind of readings, you know, from celebrity crush, future spouse, soulmate connections, twin flame connections, guidance like this here for yourself, and all these different kind of readings, healing readings. And I want to keep doing this again, because I think this is what inspired me to do this channel, and it's also why you Purple Lights came here. So if I'm not so active on my other two channels, it's because I want to focus more on this channel at the moment. So please excuse that if I'm not so much on the other channels, if it takes more time to upload videos there, because I can only do so much. I cannot like focus on all three channels at the same amount of time. It's just not possible. Yeah, so just so you guys know. Okay, so my pile 3. Who is talking to you from the angelic realm? What is this all about? Oh, wow, we have Joan of Arc. We have the voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Wow. Yeah. Because people look up to you, my pile 3. You sometimes have the fear to really say the things because, you know, people follow you, people look what you're saying. So a lot of times you have this feeling of, I don't know if I should say this, because I know people will follow me in that example because they look up to me. You know that people expect from you things, you know people look up to you. And with this card here, you know that you inspire others. You know that you are an inspiration. So sometimes you feel it's not appropriate to say certain things that you believe in. Yeah, because you want to help others empower themselves and acknowledge their gift. But sometimes you have to also say things that are uncomfortable for other people, and you don't want to do that. I feel that it's hard for you to still acknowledge this for yourself. And because you also know if you say these things, it could also be that you know, other people might not follow you anymore. And there's a status here that you also have to prevail, and that you still have to keep up. So what's the message here from Spirit, my pile 3? We have, yeah, a 5 of Wands. You also don't want to cause confusion and, you know, by your followers. Because I know that a lot of us who go first, who are pioneers in certain things, see, like myself, I can definitely agree with this here. When you experience different things from the people that follow you. For example, I said this on my other channel, that I don't believe in these twin flame stories or in these twin flame connections as it is told on the internet. I do not believe that, because I have different experiences. And at first it was very hard for me to speak up. You know, I was very honest and I was very open about my twin flame journey. And so, you know, a lot of people also followed me, not a lot, but you guys, you Purple Lights, you saw me speaking about this, so you followed me. And in the course, you know, in the meantime, I'm on this journey since 2019, so it's been a long time. And it has changed. Things have changed. My beliefs have changed about this journey. So at first it was also very hard for me. Should I speak about this? So I really thought about it for a very long time before I spoke up, because I also don't believe in the two people in the twin flame journey. I do believe that there are more counterparts involved. But, you know, I was also very like lost in that, because I know the truth, and I know for myself this truth made a lot of sense because I experienced it myself. But I didn't know, should I speak up about this? Because no one has ever spoken about this on the internet. So I was like really not sure, should I speak up about this? Should I tell my truth? Because, you know, a lot of times when you are looked up to or when people follow you, you don't want to destroy also their beliefs, right? You want to help in their gifts as well. And sometimes you don't want to destroy people's beliefs because you know, if you say things, people will see the things the same as you. So, you know, you always have this choice. You don't want to, as I said before, you don't want to break people's beliefs. You don't want to say something and then, you know, because you have a different truth. Or maybe you have a different truth after some time. Or your opinions changed. Sometimes it's hard to speak up about this, yeah? And Spirit wants to encourage you to stay on the path of truth. Whatever is your truth, you are still the leader. You are still this this inspirer. You are someone people look up to. So it's also important to stay authentic. It's also important, if you have some certain truth, to speak about this and not to keep it a secret. Because those of your followers who do not believe in you then anymore, I mean, it was not their time to be with you. Yeah? Page of Pentacles in reversed. Yeah. A lot of times, you know, we're not, because we don't want to break others' learning curve, you know. But I'm always saying that if you are a leader and you experience in the course of you leading a group or you leading people and you experiencing a different truth than what you have told before, it's also important to speak about this, because if people follow you, they also need to see your experience in order to be inspired by that for their own experience. So it's very important to always stay with the truth. Yeah. I chose that as well. I talked about this on my channel and I said, well, those people don't believe in me, that don't want to follow me anymore, they're free to leave. Yeah, even after some time. I mean, sometimes it's like that. People only follow you for a certain time. And if your truth changes, it could also be that certain people should not be in your life anymore. Yeah, it's like a relationship. Sometimes relationship change, or sometimes experience in relationship changes so that relationships are no longer valid. And you have to break up with people because it's not their truth anymore. Yeah. So how does that look like? So this is the message here. Always stay authentic. So how does that look in 3D? Let's give me more here. Pile 3, please. Give me more. What is the message here in 3D? The 3D message. Okay, let's go with it. Yeah, we have soul connection. I'm going to read this for you. This card suggests that you have a deep soul connection with someone. You feel a strong sense of familiarity and comfort with the person, as if you have known them before. The connection may stem from a past life or a spiritual bond that transcends time and space. Trust in this connection and allow it to open and flourish, as it may hold valuable lessons and growth to your soul. So it could be that, you know, that you have a soul connection and that this is your inspiration for your soul, or that this is happening. It could also be that because of that, because you have this soul connection with someone, because you might be a twin flame, that's why you're a leader. That's why you're inspiring others, because it's a lot of times this is the reason. The reason is that we are a twin flame, right? So what is going on? We have forgiveness and understanding. Yeah, we grow in these journeys, you know. As I said before, we grow in these journeys, and we cannot always take all the people along, especially in soul connections. Yeah, a lot of times we also have to let go of soul connections, or we have to move on because they're no longer fulfilling us, or they no longer are a help to empower us, you know. Yeah, we do. It's the 4 of Cups here. Yeah, this is the inspiration of others. This is this don't be afraid to speak your truth. It's basically also saying that, you know, the people who look up to you, they will also look up to you if you speak the truth, even if it's different than what your followers think, even if it's different than what others that were inspired by you, maybe that has changed. And, you know, those people, maybe they need something from that experience. Maybe they also experience something like that or what you experienced, but they cannot make sense of it. And it's nice when you speak up in 3D. So it is also the change of inspiring others again. Yes, we have the Lovers. The Lovers is also all about a choice. The Lovers is also all about a choice. It's a choice of staying true. You know, lovers are authentic. This is a true soul connections. Soul connections and lovers are always authentic in the sense of the universe. So basically it says be also authentic. Put this on your personal 3D life. Yeah, as above, so below. In order to, like, if you are authentic to what you're preaching, people will always follow you. And if they don't look up to that anymore, if they're, you know, saying like, what is he or she saying now? I don't understand it. Weren't they the other way, or weren't they talking about something else? Let it be. You know, these people will move on. They will find a different inspiration then. But stay true to your lover. Love yourself. You know, the Lovers also means love your own self. Love your inner lover. Love yourself. That's what the Lovers is all about. Love yourself. Because if you're inauthentic and if you have experienced things different, you know, if you want to do a different music than what you did 2 years ago, it's authentic, guys, you know, and you don't need to worry that others will leave you just because you do different music. If they like you, they will stay with you and they understand, and maybe they like this music better even. You never know. People always follow because a lot of times they're inspired by you as a person, not by the art that you're doing. Yeah, a lot of people always forget this. We're always saying, yeah, we follow this musician or this part because of their art. Well, what most people don't understand, and we follow them because of their personality, because of they are who they are. Yeah, it's not always about their art. So if you feel inauthentic than what you're doing, you always will lose your followers because they feel that. People can feel if you're not authentic with your followers. If you want to inspire others, if you want to help them use their gift, you also have to be authentic. You also have to do the things that you feel. Especially if you have strong soul connections, because most of our followers, we do have soul connections. This is soul family most of the time, you know. It might be that you have someone that has a stronger soul bond with you in your followers, of course. Then especially you need to be authentic. Yeah, this is the message here. Stay authentic. If you want to change something about and tell others about your new belief system, then do that. Okay? So this is all what I'm having, my Pile 3. I hope you like this reading. I hope you like the message. And I hope you, you tune in the next reading. And if you're new here, please sign up to the channel. Take care.
Hello,
bye,
my
guys.
Pile 4. I did some reading and unfortunately it was cut. So I don't know, it didn't record. So I want to tell you, you chose this beautiful potion. So we have to start again, but I want to leave the cards out that came out because I shuffled. So you chose this beautiful potion with the little silver stars and this card which says expanding inner power, and then it says I'm my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. So let's see. Beautiful. You could also resonate with Pile 3. That's what I said before as well. So if you might resonate with the blue potion, you could also check out Pile 3. It's a similar message there as well. And then I shuffled the Queen Terra, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. This card came out and I want to read you the message. This is the Keeper of the Light Oracle, and I'm always getting a card about which light being is there for you at the moment. So for this pile, my Pile 4, This is your message. It says you are safe. Protection is all around you. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set out for you. Cords are being cut between you and your past so that you can feel energetically clear and aware. Don't worry about recalling fearful experience. They aren't going to be recreated now. Just acknowledge them and leave them behind so you can step into a space of spiritual and personal freedom. Queen Tara has placed a force field of complete love and acceptance around you. She's here to tell you that you no longer need to build walls around your heart, and that it's safe to trust what you feel and who is in your life today. And I think this is a very beautiful message. Also, the number of the page was 42, so this might be an important number for you. Yeah. So what I also want to tell you, my pile 4, in that message is also, in order to create, and I think this is, you could be an artist, or, the creation of your own life. This is what it means. It's basically you steer your own steering wheel. We do have choices in life. That's what I always say. Even if we're spiritual, and even if we know or we're guided by spirit, or we believe in a higher power, we believe in spirituality, and we believe in fate, there's always this feeling that in 3D you always have a choice. So if there is guidance to a certain subject, of course spirit is always bringing you back to this path. But you always have a free choice, and that's why sometimes, especially in heart connections, it makes it difficult because of different choices of different people, right? So a lot of times there are these winding paths in life, with the steering wheel. We have to walk different paths. And if there is like a soul contract that you have to fulfill, of course, spirit will always lead you back to this path in whatever way possible. So I feel here it's important that you know that you're protected. And because I feel here that a lot of times you thought, well, I cannot express myself freely. It's a similar message, a little bit different though with pile 4, because here you have the feeling that if you express yourself freely, it could be that you're not getting enough money, or you're not, you cannot do the art that you want to do, or you cannot live the life that you want to live, right? So it's all about being authentic and expressing yourself in an authentic way. And so this is very important, and spirit is also wanting to tell you, my pile 4, that you are protected, so you have every right to move in the direction that you want to move to, and that you know that you are protected. Yes, and the same card on the same, in pile 3 falls out or goes out. So this tells me that this is all about the, the inner. Spirit says you have a lot of inner indecision of what to do about this, because you want to live authentically, you want to move into your authentic path, you want to move into your authentic life, but there is something where your authentic life is correlating with decisions that other people make. Yeah, and that's causing you a lot of heartbreak. There could be a lot of third-party situations here in your life that again and again and again you have drawn in people that were not really fitting into your authentic truth. That means that you constantly drew in people, or you magnetically attracted people that actually were more like a life lesson than actually putting you on the path that you want to be on. So it also means that if you want to walk an authentic path, like authentic to your own truth, it would cause a lot of heartbreak, and that's why you are a little bit afraid to walk it. In pile 3, it was more about the art of expressing, and here it's more about walking this path. It's more about really doing it. Pile 3 was more about talking about this, and pile 4 here is more about really doing it, really being authentic. Yes, because of self-love. Yeah, the Ace of Cups is this spiritual love. It's the love that every person on this planet is given by spirit, by the higher realms, the self-love. You know, you want to live according to your self-love. You want to live according to what you feel as your authentic truth. So Spirit is really encouraging you to do that, to really walk according to your path, to really don't think about, you know, there's always heartbreak. You cannot satisfy 100%, especially if you are someone that, you know, you are a powerful person and you want to expand yourself. There's always people that you have to disappoint. When you move beyond what is possible, when you move beyond your limitations, you will also disappoint people. That's a normal thing. That's what you do in life, right? You cannot like live and make everyone happy. That's just not possible. And the most authentic of us have a lot of haters. Like that's why I didn't understand in the beginning. You know, I thought when I open up the channel and I talk about this and I go this authentic path, I thought everyone would be okay with me expressing my truth, but actually it was the other way around. Actually, the more you express your own authentic truth, the more people don't like you, because, you know, they see or they mirror, or you're mirroring to them what they cannot do. Yeah, walking their own authentic life. And that's why many who are very authentic are not the ones that are loved by everyone. I just want to say that a lot of times this is like flipped around. You know, a lot of people think that those who are loved by everyone, especially people in the public eye, are those that live the most authentic life. No, it's actually the other way around, right? So here Spirit is saying, no matter what your path is, no matter what you feel you have to walk on, no matter how you want to express yourself, whatever path you feel the most authentic, go it. Because your inner power, it's about your life, it's about your steering wheel, it's about where you go. And you have the most inner power, the most, not even outer power, it's about your inner power, the most inner power when you can walk an authentic path of life, and you don't have this constantly being like divided in yourself from your mind and from your heart. Yeah, it's about unifying these two things. What your heart speaks, your mind has to follow, and the other way around. You know, it's about unifying these things that you can walk and that you never have regrets. Because if you walk a path that you feel authentic, you will never have regrets, because you know why you walked this path. You know why you did certain actions in your life, because you felt they were the right things to do. If you constantly do what other people tell you, that you don't think is aligning with your own truth, then, you know, you will regret doing things later on in life, because it was other people's opinions, it was other people's path that you walked, it was not your own path. So always walk according to what you feel is most authentic to you. Yeah, this is very important. And I also want to say here something before we move on in this reading. I will concentrate more on this channel now. If you sign up for my other two channels, please do that. But I will concentrate more on this channel. I want to get it back to where it started from. When we started, you know, we like I put out a reading almost every day about different topics, you know, from soulmates to twin flames, to celebrity crush readings, to future spouse readings. But it was like, or like this, like healing yourself readings. And I want to get it back to that, because in the last month, I only did celebrity crush readings. And you guys know I only did future spouse readings. I want to keep them, of course. I want to do them a lot, but I also want to do these readings. And I hope that many of you watch these readings. So please know that sometimes I cannot be on all three channels at the same time. That's just not possible, you know, as one person to do all of this. So that's just, I want to announce that I'm more concentrated on this channel at the moment, so there will be less content on the other channels. Just want to say that, yeah? But I'm very happy if you are also watching my readings there, of course, you know, those are all my channels. So yeah, so let's move on with this reading. Let's see what's going on here in the 3D. How is this showing up in the 3D for my path 4? And it says, speak your truth. This is crazy. And it says, it can be scary to open up and share your deepest thoughts and feelings, but it's important to speak your truth. Be authentic. Even if it means being vulnerable, remember that communication is a two-way street, and it is important to listen to your partner as well when both parties are honest and open with each other. A strong foundation is built for a lasting and fulfilling relationship. And this is also with your relationship with yourself, right? This is not only talking about walking your path when you are in a relationship, but it's also talking about it now. Yeah. So what is going on in 3D? Why is Spirit wanting to say this to you? Okay. Expect miracles. Wow. So this is about Spirit saying, if you walk authentic and look how this is beautifully fitting in this color here. Yeah, this golden color is reflected. So if you walk your authentic truth, if you walk your way in an authentic way, you can expect a lot of miracles happening. You can expect, that Spirit is opening up for you. And because Spirit, it's funny, 5D is more supporting to people who speak the truth, whereas 3D is more supporting to people who adapt. It has always been like this. Like Spirit is bringing more miracles, and I know I've seen that on myself. I've seen it on other people, but Spirit is more attracted to people who are even alone, who filter themselves out, who speak their truth, who do the things they want to do in life, and who live according to their authentic path. 3D is not always like this. 3D is very hard because we came here to learn, right? We also signed up to learn here and to do our spiritual missions. But 3D is most rewarding to people that adapt. Yeah. It's strange sometimes. And the most strange part is to bring this in unity, 3D and 5D. And this is what we most have to learn, right? So here we also see the world in reverse, yeah. And this is telling me about there's no ending, there's no ending to learning, there's no ending to the world in the sense of, you always have an authentic path. You always do the things that you came here to do. So Spirit will always guide you to what you signed up here. But you have a free choice, and I said this in part 3 as well. You choose what you want to do, and you also choose to either adapt and to hide your truth or to speak your truth. You can do that, yeah. And when you speak your truth, sometimes you have to be okay with being singled out because people don't like what you're saying, or people don't like your authentic path. Some people might not like it. Some people might not like your partner that you're choosing. Some people might go away or they walk away from you if you say, well, I love this person. That's what happens in life. We especially in the 3D. Spirit is always rewarding this, because if you're true to who you are, if you're authentic to who you are, Spirit is bringing miracles. Yes, but those are 5D miracles. A lot of signs, a lot of synchronicity, a lot of inner peace, but not outer peace. Yeah, just want to say that it's not easy for people like me who choose to be in their authentic path and to do things differently. It's not easy in the 3D world because, believe me, we're singled out a lot of times because we're not doing the things according to what we should be doing. Yeah, so a lot of times the only one acknowledging it is actually Spirit. But know this, it depends on what you believe in, right? It depends on what you believe or what you think is good. Yes, the moon. Yeah, this is about the inner peace. This is about the inner knowing. If you follow your unconsciousness, because the moon is also about being like the unconsciousness, the things that sometimes we don't know why we walk this path, but they feel authentic, right? Sometimes we don't know why we walk certain paths, but we feel we have to do it because we have to live according to our wishes or according to our beliefs. And sometimes these beliefs don't fit in with others. But it's very important that you walk the path that you feel most aligning with yourself, not with the world. You see how also this is here, the world is reversed and the moon is upright. So this tells me that your inner world is for spirit more important than your outer world. It's more important that you are in peace with yourself and that you can look at your 3D world, and you might not have much, you know, you might not manifest the biggest cars and the most houses or the most things in 3D, but you are in peace with yourself because you walk a path that is authentic. Spirit is always rewarding this with peace, with sleep, with all these things that, you know, a lot of people have struggling with. So this is what, you know, Path Forward Spirit wants to tell you. Maybe you're struggling with that at the moment. Yeah. Walk your authentic truth. That's important, Path 4. Okay. So that's all what I'm having. Take care, and I hope you sign up to my channel if you're new here. Take care, guys. Bye.